morning, guys. Sorry I didn't have a video up this morning. I really just didn't have any content. Um, I haven't gone anywhere, to be honest with you. The gas prices are killing me. I am moving to my campground today, to Cobbett Lake. Well, the maintenance man's already there. They've got the water tested and turned on. And I just found out that they are running new lines to my campground and the one behind the visitor center, Ward Lake. So at least we'll have new lines, but they will bring in a tote full of water for us to get water from, because I didn't want to go there unless I had water. But the water is on now, and they're going to be doing the water lines pretty soon, but they said it won't take very long at all. So I'll be setting up over there. Maybe I'll do that as a video. I'll show you how I set up my trailer. My boss, that's Owen moving the tripod, sorry about that. My boss is going to tow me up there. My truck is just, she's running well. She's tackling the delta side of this mountain very well. But, the smoke that pours out of her sometimes, it was like a campfire filled the campground the other day when I started her. So I just don't want to push her, and he offered, so I'm just going to let him do it. It's only 12 miles or something like that from here, so it's not bad. And I'll be 500 feet higher in altitude. I am still having trouble with the altitude and breathing. And I've been having some issues. Every now and then it just catches up on me. Like, I can't breathe. It's really hard to breathe. And my daughter said to me last night on the phone, "Have you used your inhaler?" Like, no, I didn't think it was asthma. I just thought it was the altitude. So I tried my inhaler, just one puff, and I instantly felt better. So apparently it was my asthma. So I don't know if the altitude has a play in that or not, or it's just whatever I become allergic to in this forest. I think they're cedar trees that I'm having issues with, because I did have some allergies down in Texas when these cedar trees were starting to bloom out. So, and my inhaler is, with expiration date was October of 21. So I'll be calling the doctor probably Monday to get a new prescription. The dogs are doing great. Elliot had a bad day yesterday. There he is right there. My old man. He fell trying to get up on this outside step into the trailer. And he just fell flat on the ground. It just broke my heart. And Violet, she is under the blanket back there. And Owen's right here on the ground. He's doing really well. He is peeing more when I take him out. Not enough to my liking. I think he peed 3 times yesterday. He's drinking water. I'm having trouble getting him to eat. I did pick up the puppy food that the breeder had him on. I picked up another type. So he's had 3 different types of puppy food, plus the food I feed my other 2. And I picked him up some cheap-ass crap from the store here. Beneful, the wet food, which he eats. He eats that before he eats anything. So I do put his dry food out several times a day, and he takes little bits and bites of it. So to me, he's not eating enough. But we'll see. He is teething. He is losing his teeth, and you can tell that his gums are sore. So I'm thinking maybe that's the issue with the kibble. But other than that, he is doing fantastic. Chewing on the screen here. He learns so quickly. It's unbelievable. I've had dogs my whole life. Like I've said before, I've raised and trained seeing eye dogs, labs. And, they're smart animals. But this guy, he's the smartest dog I've ever owned. And he's really attached to me. He's like a Velcro dog, which isn't good. So I'm trying to get him out more to see more people, to interact with them and not lean up against my leg or stand behind me. I know he's still young and has to, understand all this, but he's such a good dog. I did put him in the crate last night. My neighbors invited me over for a campfire, and I did hear him barking and whining. So I came over and disciplined him once, and then the second time I just took him with me. So when we got used to the fire, and there was 2 other dogs there, so he warmed up to them. But he's doing really good, and he's doing me really well. I noticed since I've gotten him and been walking every day that my knees don't hurt. My arthritis is not hurting my knees like it was before. Before it was waking me up. My legs were cramping just around my knees, and they were getting stuck, like locked when I sleep with my knees bent some. And it was really painful. And I do not have any pain at the moment. And like my doctor said, just stay active, and it's working. So he was a good fit for me. What else did I need to tell you? I'm trying to think. I had something as soon as I set everything up. I have another wild hair. Lovely. Oh, I want to invest in, well, not invest, they're just expensive, a small, like, 2-quart Dutch oven. I used to have them, but it had a crack in it, and the enamel was coming off, so, and it was really heavy and too big for me. It was for a family. But I want to get one. I want to start doing some campfire cooking. So if you have any recipes that maybe you'd want me to try, I mean, I would have to veganize them, but I do want to try baking bread over the campfire, and I want to get one of those tripods that you hang the pot over, and I want to make blueberry cobbler and blueberry coffee cake over the fire. So I want to try that. So if you have anything that you've ever wanted to try or came across a recipe or one that you do cook, if any of you guys cook outside over a campfire, let me know, and maybe I'll do a video on that. I don't know what else there is. I'm trying to get to 8 minutes. It's 6.5 right now. I want to thank you again for all your comments, and I really appreciate it, and all the messages that you guys send me. And I will be going down to Junction probably next week. So I'm going to try and go into the tea store. I'll make sure I get into there when she's opened. I need a few things. And I asked my daughter if she wanted to go up over the monument one day. Since the last time I tried to tape that, my truck almost rolled off the monument when I got out of it because the parking brake doesn't work, and I thought it was in gear all the way. So I turned around and went back to her house. But if you've never seen a national monument here in Colorado, it is like a small Grand Canyon. The views are just spectacular. It's like a 2-hour drive up and over. You can go either way from Grand Junction or the Fruita side. But it's worth the trip if you're ever in town. Just like coming up to the Mesa here is worth the trip. I mean, those two things are just a little over an hour apart. So add that to your bucket list, people. If you're on the western slope of Colorado, come visit both of these places. I gotta keep saying I'm so sorry. My youngest daughter, she's gonna try and get her and her boyfriend and their dog Emmett to come out for the weekend. And I was gonna ask my other daughter Dale, who lives here in town, and my 2 boys to come out if just have some family time for a weekend. The campgrounds all open up July 17th, but a lot of them are reservation only. There are some first come first serve. I know that my campground, I have 22 sites, and it is reservation and some first come first serve. So the weekends are getting very busy here. People are coming in on Thursdays. They just want to get out and get camping. It has been chilly at night. I didn't have to use the heater last night, but after Owen had me up at 5 a.m. again. I was thinking at 6, and I did have to get out of bed about 6:30 and turn the heat on because it was a little chilly in here. But the weather's been fantastic during the day, in the 60s, low 70s. It's just been beautiful here. And where I'm going, since I'm 500 feet higher in elevation, is a little chillier there, but the forest there, that campground is so much prettier than the one here. There's like no dead wood laying around in the campground. So I just can't wait to get there. I'm just worried about someone else towing my home. It's not just my camper, it's my home. And the road we have to go up, the one I showed you in another video with no guardrail, I went to town the other day, and there was, the road department there had blocked that side of the highway. And I was wondering why. I know there were some rock slides that had happened, just little ones where the rocks and boulders fall off the mountain. But on my way back, there was a flatbed tow truck and a heavy tow truck that had its boom out and was lifting something up. And on the tow truck was already a crew cab, a pickup truck that apparently had gone off the road there and landed upside down. Nobody knows about anybody that was in it. I haven't gotten any information yet. And also I mentioned at the campfire last night, if anybody knew the story, and the one guy said he knew about the one on the other side of me going on the Powderhorn side. There was a van that went off the highway. well, it's not even a highway, it's a road. And I don't know, I believe he got injured. So I don't know the extent of either of these people that went off the road, but it's scary up here. I was thinking maybe he avoided some of the rocks, and that's what pushed him over. But his truck, it was totaled, but it didn't look. It looked like people would have survived that crash if they had been wearing their seatbelts, and because the windows were broken, but they weren't like smashed out or anything. So let's be hopeful that all the occupants in both vehicles are okay. And if you're in the mountains anywhere or anywhere on the road, just be careful. Pay attention to where you're going. Pay attention to the other drivers, because sometimes it's just not our driving that gets us in trouble. It's the other people on the road. They're always in a hurry. They're not paying attention, or they're on their cell phones. So just be careful. And I mean, seeing that truck up on that flatbed and seeing the boom still out, lifting something else up, I'm thinking maybe he had a trailer or something. It hits you in the stomach. You just get a very uneasy feeling about it. And because one look away on these roads with no guardrails here, it can turn ugly quick, and it can turn deadly. So, well, guys, on a happier note, I hope you all have a good day. I'm at 11 minutes now. I start to ramble. All right, guys, I hope I'll get this posted on, it's Friday today. Don't even know what the date is, but it's Friday. I'm going to try, once I get my camper up there this afternoon. I do have to run into town and do laundry. I tried the other day, and all the machines were full or running, and the ones that were full, that were done, still closing them, and there was nobody there. And I don't like touching the other people's laundry. So I'm going to run into town. My phone bill's due today, because I have no service up here. My boss did say they have a modem, and he'll be parked across from me. So last year he let the two camp hosts, or the camp host and the maintenance man, use his Wi-Fi. So hopefully it works, because the maintenance man has Verizon too, and he doesn't have any signal at the campground. I won't either. So hopefully we both can get service from our boss, which I think is very nice of him. He's a really nice guy, him and his wife, and they have this little chubby mixed Pomeranian named Gracie. She's really sweet. But I will let you all go, and I hope you all have a great day.